Is the story of ROOPLO KOLHI, a name that echoes through the mountains of Sindh as a symbol of unwavering courage. Born around 1818 in the desert town of Tharparkar, Sindh, he was originally named ROOPLO. He came from the humble Kolhi tribe, a community respected for their honesty, hard work, and bravery. ROOPLO grew up in the rugged beauty of the Tharparkar region, a land he would later defend with his life. The year is 1857. Across the subcontinent, the fires of the War of Independence are raging against British rule. While many tales of this struggle come from the grand cities, a fierce resistance was brewing in the remote corners of Sindh. The local ruler, Rana Karan Singh Sodha, decided to stand up against the encroaching British forces. He needed warriors, men who knew the land and possessed a spirit that could not be broken. He found that spirit in ROOPLO KOLHI. ROOPLO didn't hesitate. He joined forces with Rana Karan Singh, gathering a small but formidable army of local fighters. Their battlefield was the ancient and formidable Karunjar Mountains. This wasn't just a range of hills to them. It was their home, their sanctuary, and their fortress. Using their intimate knowledge of every cave, valley, and secret path, ROOPLO and his men waged a brilliant guerrilla war. Imagine this: a small band of local warriors, armed with little more than their courage and knowledge of the terrain, taking on the might of the British Empire. Time and time again, ROOPLO's small army outmaneuvered and ambushed the British forces, inflicting heavy losses and frustrating their attempts to control the region. For a while, the Karunjar Mountains belonged to the resistance, and ROOPLO KOLHI was the ghost that haunted the British soldiers. However, as is often the case in tales of resistance, the greatest threat came not from the enemy in front, but from betrayal within. Someone from his own side, tempted by a British reward, revealed ROOPLO's location. The British commander, Colonel Tyrwhitt, finally managed to capture the elusive warrior. Colonel Tyrwhitt, recognizing ROOPLO's incredible skill and leadership, saw an opportunity. He tried to persuade ROOPLO to switch sides, to join the British, and enjoy a life of wealth and privilege. He offered him power, riches, anything he wanted. But ROOPLO KOLHI was not a man whose loyalty could be bought. His response to the British officer has become legendary. He looked Colonel Tyrwhitt in the eye and said words that would be immortalized. "I will never betray my motherland for the sake of my life." His life was a small price to pay for the honor of his land and his people. Furious at this defiance, the British decided to make an example of him. They didn't just execute him. They wanted to break the spirit of the resistance. In 1858, in the very Karunjar Mountains he had fought so bravely to defend, ROOPLO KOLHI was tortured and then burned alive. They thought this brutal act would instill fear, but they were wrong. It ignited a flame. The story of ROOPLO KOLHI's sacrifice didn't die with him. It spread like wildfire, inspiring generations of Sindhis and others to fight for freedom and justice. His name became a badge of honor, a symbol of resistance against oppression, and a testament to the profound love one can have for their homeland. Today, ROOPLO KOLHI is revered as a national hero of Sindh. His legacy is not just a story in a history book, it's a living presence. If you visit Tharparkar, you'll find the ROOPLO KOLHI Resort, a tribute to the man who defended that very land. Every year, a festival is held in his honor, where people gather to celebrate his life and remember his ultimate sacrifice. His story reminds us that true heroism isn't about winning every battle, but about standing for what you believe in, no matter the cost.